Alright, yeah, welcome back on into some more Magic Arena in the competitive constructed queue with our mono white prison deck. So we are now 2-1. So we've made our money back. It was 1,000 to enter. So we're getting 1,000 gold back and a rare and an uncommon at the bare minimum, which is kind of nice. So no matter how this next match goes, we actually come out on top, really. So we lost against blue-black control, and we won against blue-white and red deck wins. So hopefully we don't come across blue-white again. I've actually cleared my hard drive completely. Got like 500 gigs to fill up. So yeah, we shouldn't be taking so long as to have my recording stop because I've run out of space. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? Yeah, if we lose, it's over. If we win, we keep on going, and there'll be another video tomorrow. We'll have to see. Depends on the matchup now, doesn't it? Okay, so it sounds actually pretty good. I think this tackles pretty much most of the metagame. We've got early game removal for creatures, and then we can lock something down with Gideon. This is also a good enough control card as well, because it says we can't lose. And then we can lock down a piece either with red or in control. We can take out a counter spell. We are on the draw, which is less than ideal, but I want to go down on the player because it means that he has to have his answer pretty much in hand for the most part, anyway. With the Gideon's intervention. Got to get it down as soon as possible if you want to hit that disallow naming. We'll see. Our opponent's down to 6 though, so that's pretty good. Is he going to go down further? I'm hoping so. Be nice for a quick win. If it is red as well, being on the draw does mean that we're going to take a few hits probably before we get to land this reproach, which is not ideal. But who knows. He's keeping it. And he is red. Here comes the Soul Scar Mage. Now, is he red or is he red-black? Compass isn't too terrible. It's a late game. So I'm not going to be casting it anytime soon. Ooh. Oh, it's Wizards. Ah. Alright, well, another approach is very nice. And we actually can hit an Adelaide maybe if he curves out correctly. Otherwise, we probably want to hit this Soul Scar Mage because it has the potential to be a lot larger than the Lava Runner. We're going to get lightning struck or anything like that. Doesn't look like it. He needs to play 2 more instants into the yard in order to make it a 2-2. So until then, not too bothered about it. Plays another Soul Scar. Into another land. Right, I think I'm gonna... So Adelaide is a 2-2. If I Gideon on Soul Scar Mage, Adelaide comes down, Gideon takes 3, goes to 1. And then I can fog Adelaide with the Gideon's intervention. Tick up on Soul Scar, Gideon goes up to 2 with the Lava Runner. He could just die to Wizard's Lightning or something like that. That is a concern. Yeah, I think maybe we hold off and just pass. Because the next turn, if we play Reproach now, next turn we can play like Compass or Treasure Map. Or both. Riddle Form, okay. There's a prowess trigger. Our opponent's running out of steam as well, so as long as we can reduce the amount of threats on board, we should be okay. So, Soul Scar Mage down. Gideon. Okay, so I could name Adelaide or Wizard's Lightning or something like that. With the Gideon's intervention. I could also play Gideon, tick up on the Riddle form. He hasn't got any instants in his graveyard just yet, so Lava Runner is always going to be a 1-2. What's this card in hand? I'm not quite sure. We've got a backup Gideon, so I guess we'll go with that. See if we can slam him. And keep him on board. If that's a Wizard's Lightning, we've just lost a Gideon, but it's 3 damage. It's 3 damage that's not been pointed at us.
Stand down.
Which is always nice. Okay, so no damage for the Riddle form. End step. It's not a Wizard's Lightning, he would have cast it there. It only cost him 1 and he had the mana. Top decked the Wizard's Lightning. Okay.
Bring it on.
Yeah, so we lose a Gideon.
That stinks.
Fumigate's good for later. Do we just do it again? I think we just do it again. Got plenty of Gideons in this deck. So if he wants to keep throwing Wizard's Lightnings at them, that's fine by me. We'll just win with
Watch over me.
with Lyras instead.
No, I don't think so.
Gonna scry Riddle form to go find an answer. Didn't put an upkeep stop on. He might have either forgotten or drawn exactly what he needed. He drew exactly what he needed. Okay.
You're better than I expected.
That's fair enough. Just because he's killed 2 Gideons, though, doesn't mean he's in a
Fight on without me.
commanding position. That's pretty good. Let's take out his Lava Runner. Unless he's got the, no, he doesn't. Okay, well, I'm going to take out the Lava Runner. Because he's likely running a full play set of those. So we just blanked a creature of his. Gideon's Intervention can blank the Spellweaver Eternal. And that's another probable play set that he's got. Yep, let's take out Spellweaver Eternal. We could have said name Adelaide, but he doesn't have it at the moment. And without other wizards dealing damage, Adelaide isn't, like, too powerful. So I'm just going to name what he has. We're at 17 as well against the aggro deck. With a Fumigate in hand, ready to wipe the board. So there's probably about 6 cards in his deck now that are absolutely, completely, 100% dead in hand. Unless he's running like Blink of an Eye to bounce whatever it is he needs to cast. And it was a shock. Okay. So we take 5. That's fine. Eventually we'll have the compass down, so we'll be able to blank Riddle form with the Maze of Ith effect. Trying to deal damage with the Spellweaver. It's good for me, because... Oh. Okay, well, this should make him scoop, right? Hit the Riddle form. And then he's got nothing. He's at the mercy of top decks now, and... trying to think. He could have... We took care of 2 Soulscar Mages, so he could have 2 more of those. I'm just going to get down the compass. We'll be able to make an Maze of Ith next turn. Yeah, just make the Maze of Ith. He can Wizard's Lightning us, but he's already used a few of those to take care of the Gideon. Should never be doing this, because we do have Sealaways in the deck, which are online. But he's going for the Charter Course, I see. So in this particular case, it's worth it. Because then he doesn't have to discard. Although, judging by the fact that he's held cards in hand, he might as well discard them. Okay, let's go get our 7th land to flip Compass. No reason to fire off this Fumigate on one creature just yet. There's a Seal Away. Okay, so treasure map. I'm just going to hold the Seal Away in hand. Like, Spellweaver's not doing anything right now. So if he wants to run an Adelaide into me, I'll seal it away. There she is. Okay. I could even just, like, take the damage just so I can fumigate. Or spires it. Yeah, I'm just going to spires it. Encourage him to put more on the board so we can get more life out of this fumigate. The game's over now. He's just... I don't know why he's continuing to play. He doesn't stand a chance. I've just named too many things and exiled too many things for him to actually be able to pressure me in any meaningful way. He's got 6 points worth of burn in his deck. There's another binding. Yeah, we'll take that. I'm actually not going to upkeep scrying with the treasure map because we know what we're getting. This should make him scoop. If it doesn't, he's just inflicting pain upon himself now. You can't cast that anymore, sorry. So, no Adelaides, no Riddle Forms, no Lava Runners, and no Spellweavers. I think I've named every single creature he has in his deck. So, what he plans to do here is beyond me. The only way he's going to remove these enchantments is by bouncing them, so he gets a turn to attack with them, in which I will seal away. And then I'll replay it. It's possible maybe he has River's Rebuke main board. I don't know why you would ever do that with wizards, because you want really low to the ground stuff and instants, but I suppose it's not out of the realm of possibility. Planes to the bottom. Now we will upkeep, because we don't know what's on top. And I'd like to draw something nice to finish off the game like a Lyra. A Gideon, sure. Gideon is as good as clearing this one out, because that's more lightning strikes that he's pointing at Gideon at that point. Which is more that he's not pointing at us.
World are worthy of service.
Hey, that thing that can't deal damage. It can't deal damage anymore. I'm ticking up as opposed to zeroing because he has so many 3 damage burn spells. I need to get out of range of that. So it demands 2 answers now. There we go. He's finally got it. He understands. Okay, so against wizards, we want to deal with them quite quickly. Authority of the Consuls to tap them down and gain life is pretty good. Fragmentize against the scry thing might be worthwhile. Probably want to bring in the Settle the Wreckages. Let's go down. Let's take out Helm of the Host. I just want to take out anything that doesn't just directly deal with his board state, because I don't think we really need to get cute with our win conditions. Like, Lyra's going to probably do it all by herself, as well as Gideon. So I really don't think we need to worry about that kind of stuff. Let's trim a treasure map. Do I need the compass? Could go down the compasses. Got enough removal. Yeah. Let's cut those, and then let's get rid of... Let's just go 3 Settle the Wreckage. I think we should be fine with that. Yeah, let's try it like that. We basically just need to survive his early game, and if we can do that, then we can start locking down pieces, and then he's in the same position he was last game. Okay, answer, endgame, endgame. Seems pretty good to me. Opponent's on the play again, going down to 6. I imagine that he will be bringing in some counter spells to deal with our answers, but... Ooh. This is looking very familiar. Pass the turn. Do we see an Adelaide's from him? Not just yet. Okay. Probably want to Does it make a difference? Seal away to the reproach? I don't think so. Let's just kill it. I don't think he's got any, like... Ooh, there's his spell pierce. Okay, he's survived one bit of removal. That's the counter spells I was speaking of. Okay. And he gets a charter course. To 4 cards. It's nice to hit the land drops, because it does mean that we can get down the Lyras soon enough. I'm going to pass the turn with the Seal Away open. See if he's got another spell pierce. He's got an Adelaide's instead. Okay. Tapped out. She's getting sealed away. Don't want to mess with her. Fumigate. Very nice. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be able to hit Lyra on time. Spell Pierce isn't going to be able to stop that.
I will prove myself worthy.
Tick up on the Spellweaver. So he needs shocks and lightning strikes to take care of Gideon here. Swinging in, even though he can't. Just for the Charter Course raid trigger. Is it called raid? Yeah, it's called raid, isn't it? I think so, yeah. Okay. I guess I'll keep ticking up, because as long as Gideon's alive, we're in a good spot. Let's drop a Field of Ruin. Maybe use that later to pinch his mana. But let's get a Lyra down there. Also going to make quick work of this board state. Lava Runner. And a Riddle Form. Okay. Tapped out. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, let's Emblem Gideon, I guess.
Let's finish this.
And I don't think I want to swing in with Lyra just yet, although we do have the backup Gideon, so it really doesn't matter too much. If he dies. Same goes to the Lyra, really. We could even Lyra play the other Lyra just to have an untapped one. I guess I'll hold back. We're in no rush, our opponent kind of is. He's got an Adelaide's, okay. So I think what I'm going to do now is swing Fumigate. So, let's creature up Gideon.
I've been waiting for this.
Swing. See how he blocks. Doesn't. Okay. And we'll Fumigate. We'll lose a Lyra. But we'll gain 4. Yeah, 4 life. It is possible for him to kill a Gideon here. If he lightning strikes, he activates his Riddle Form and swings in. That's fine by me, though. We're at 24. He's at 11. And then we get to play Lyra next turn. If he doesn't kill the Gideon here, then we've got permanent protection for him. As well as a backup one as well.
Don't force my hand.
Okay. Goodbye, Gideon. It's nice knowing you.
Well played.
Authority of the Consuls. You know what? Absolutely going to play that. You want to Spell Pierce it? Nope. Okay. Spell Pierce is 2, right? Counter unless you paid 2? It is. Okay, so we could play Gideon, tick up Gideon. Or I could just play Lyra if he's got... Does he run Essence Scatters? I don't think so. Seems like something you shouldn't bother running. I'm going to play the Lyra. Okay. So, do we see... Ooh, double lightning strike coming in. Or are we going to see a shock? Nope, another lightning strike. Fair enough. Still in a very commanding position now, because now we get to resolve the Gideon of the Trials. And a treasure map with a scry open. Tick up on Riddle Form.
Worthy opponent.
Play a treasure map. He needs 2 more burn spells to take care of... Well, actually, he needs 1 burn spell to take care of Gideon, actually. Because he only needs to activate his Riddle Form. Adelaide is going to come into play tapped. And we gain a life. And a Soul Scar Mage. Okay. That's pretty good. We need to go hunting for... Where's my upkeep stop game? I hate it when it does that. Really do. It can cost you a game, can that? Okay, well. Treasure map. Adelaide's could technically be more power than anything else. So she's got prowess, but he's got double prowess. Does he get ahead with 2 cards? They come out around the same. Riddle Form comes out as a 3. I think Adelaide's is just still more powerful. Where's all of our lockdown pieces? I haven't found any of those. We've got 2 treasure maps to go hunting. Don't tell me you got some more. Some more burn. Oh my god. The burn never stops. I suppose it's possible if we don't lock him down very soon that he can actually get out ahead of us. We're taking another 3. Down to a starting life total, granted, but... Yeah, just gonna go digging. Ixalan's bindings, things like that. Khan. I don't think you're good enough. Keep digging. Nope. Yeah, we might actually be hitting a huge land pocket here. As is tradition. Come on. No lands. Seal away. I guess that's good enough. Yeah, it's good enough. Pass the turn. Because we get to start drawing cards with Treasure Cove. We get our end step and our upkeep on the treasure map as well. So we're going to get more treasures there. Okay, I'm going to hit the Adelaide's with the Seal Away, because if we hit Gideon's intervention, we can name Riddle Form and that takes out 2 creatures. So we take an extra point, but we should be okay to deal with these 2 here. What you got? Has he got the wizard counter spell? I think that's what he needs. He does. Wow. Oh, we might actually be losing this one. He might actually be getting ahead of us. Because that is a lot of damage. Why are you timing me out? I'm not allowed to get out of this thing. Thank you. Ouch. Down to 10. Props to our opponent. We are hitting lands. Goody. Tap the... No. And that's why I have auto tap turned off. Because that would have tapped out my mana. Treasure Cove to the bottom. We're actually whiffing like crazy. There's a seal away. Let's crack, draw another card. Hope for one of our things like that. Gideon's Intervention. Okay. Name Riddle form. Yep. Riddle form. Now they can't deal damage. We got the seal away for the Adelays. Is it enough? We're going to be drawing 2 cards a turn. In addition. It's another land. There's the Wizard's Lightning. Getting us close. A couple of unlucky draws and we could be done for here. He's activating his riddle forms despite the fact that they can't deal damage. It's interesting. Needlessly exposing them to removal. Okay, and holding one back. It's very interesting, opponent. Right, I'm gonna hit Adelaide's. No more of that, please. Take 3. Down to 4. We need an answer this turn, otherwise a lucky top deck. That's kind of an answer. I think it's worth pulling the trigger on as well. If we don't get anything better here. There's a land drop. Gideon's Intervention. Is that good enough? So I could name Soulscar Mage. No creature entering could kill us. Soulscar Mages could no longer deal damage to me. And he can't cast any more of them. I think it's fine. Let's name Soulscar Mage. Okay, can't cast Soulscar Mages, can't deal damage with them, and can't do the same for Riddle forms. Creatures entering are going to enter tapped, so I get a time to pull the trigger on my Fumigate. Which would take me up to 7 if he played a creature. It's an opt, okay. You do need to be careful though, because we do lose to a bounce spell. Because he can bounce the Gideon's Intervention that's naming Riddle form and deal 6. If he is indeed running that kind of removal. In fact, he'd get an Adelaide's back as well to swing through with, and that would be nasty. Settle the wreckage. Okay. I need... what, a Gideon so that I can't die to burn spells? More lands. Obviously. Come on, something good. Oh my god. This is worrying. It's very worrying. Okay, pass. He scries. So we are protected from the Riddle form bounce plan, if that's something that's an option. Because now we can settle them. So he scryed twice. Hits a land. Oh, this is really tense. He could have us at any moment. Especially when we're drawing duds like that. I guess we can pull the trigger on the Fumigate now. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, so we can pull the trigger on the Fumigate to take us to 5 if we want. We've already got the Gideon emblem, so this card here, if it's a burn spell, is not enough. This should be the game. Wow, it's a negate. see if he activates his riddle forms. Okay.
Well played.
Well played indeed. Yeah, I'm just gonna activate this Fumigate. We've got Settle the Wreckage. I think it's... I just don't want to be at 4 life. I want to be out of range of double shock. It's a tough one. I suppose he can't have it this turn, though. He can't draw enough cards to get the double shock win, so... maybe we get him to play another creature, because we haven't named Lava Runner yet, so we could get an extra life out of him there. It's greedy, but might have it. Keep passing. How many Gideons have we hit? 1, 2, 3. We've lost all of our libraries. We've got one more Gideon left. There's a Lava Runner. Enters tapped. Gain a life up to 5. Is it 32? How many cards? We're at 31. Binding. I feel like I do Fumigate here. Take us to 7. So Lord of Burn he needs. And then if he counters it, then we're just binding the Lava Runner. I'm trying to think what we've got left to win. Other than just not losing with the Gideon. Okay. And the turn, we've got 2 settles open. It was the idea of the deck, though. The plan was not to win, but the plan was not to lose. So we're doing that very well. Spellweaver. Did we name you? Riddle Form, Soulscar Mage. We haven't named you. Okay, so you're getting bindinged. So you'll never be able to play those again. Spell Pierce does nothing here. We're too far ahead on mana and it's a dead card now. Wizards, Lightning. Okay. Gonna have to count how many he's got of those left. Because that is his way of winning. He's used a lot, though, to kill our Lyras and our Gideons. So he can't have much left. 1, 2... He's used all his lightning strikes. He's got 2 more Wizard's Lightnings. That's possible. Okay. Honestly, props to our opponent if he actually manages to win this one. It's a lot of locks to get out from under. My god, we're giving him plenty of opportunity. As long as we find that one Gideon, though, we can't lose to being milled out. We can't deck ourselves with one Gideon. So that's pretty much all we have to worry about. We do have Khans in here still, as well, so we can Khan Construct kill him. I was trying to think what other win conditions we still had in our deck, and that's one of them. Slow one, but it's one of them all the same. Sorry. I want to run this one on longer than it has to. It's getting a hair out of my eye. Oh my god. Please. Please. Stop. I think he's lining up his strikes so he can get us in one go, you know. That being said, any cards that he holds in hand are also potentially dead cards. Another settle. Well, creatures are never going to beat us. I think it goes without saying. The flood, however, is real. Looks like he's going for another pass. Binding. There's not much point on a riddle form, is there? He's got one spare. He only needs one in order to get the value out of it he needs. So might as well hold it for something. Opts. Digging for that answer. He's down to 26. He's going to get ahead of us on cards, so he might deck first if our Gideon plan falls under. Probably unlikely, because I'll want to draw some cards at some point. But I might settle him and take some basics out, which will put us ahead on cards. Oh, God. Is that what we've resorted to? Oh, we have a third Lyra. Sweet. I thought we only had two. Let's just show you how much I understand my own deck. You got a... Oh, he's got Wizard's Retort. Ah! Sure. That would have been nice. He's hanging in. Couldn't really do much about that. End turn. Keeps scrying. 25 to our 24. Staring at our interventions. I guess he's looking at what he can still cast. So he's wondering whether or not that card on top has been named already. Keeps opting. Yep. And that puts him on even cards with us now. Actually, no, that puts us ahead. Alright, he'll deck himself before we do. If we don't get our Gideon. Lava Runner. You are the one that I have not named. Okay. Go up to 6. I'm going to bind that now, so he can't cast those anymore. We hit more lands. Let's tap our treasure maps. We've got no treasures. Does he have another Wizard's Retort? He does not. We'll bind his Lava Runner. He can't cast those anymore. Goes digging. Oh dear. This deck, ours specifically, is just so degenerate. It's awful to play against, I imagine. The thing is, though, it's only bad if you don't know when to scoop. Like, he has outs here. It's kind of like playing against Lantern Control. Everyone hates it because it goes on for so long, but that's only because you're not scooping. You got to know when you've lost. And sure, there is a very slim possibility that he can draw all of his burn spells to kill us. But is it worth it? Is it worth your time there? Well, we keep hitting planes, so he's got all the time in the world. I'm not going to Field of Ruin here, because it just thins his deck out and gives him more chances to get out of this. We're still in the better position, so... This Authority of the Consoles is all but dead at this point, because I don't think there's a single card he can cast. Oh no, he can get Adelays. Yeah, Adelays can still be cast. Okay. Charts a course. Without his attack trigger, so he's going to be discarding. Who wants to bet a dead card goes into the graveyard? Hey, it's the Soulscar Mage that we named earlier. If he names Adelaide's, then 2 lightning strikes can't win the game for him here. So even then, he still can't really afford to... He's had enough, I think. Good game. I'm going to keep playing this out, but... He might be good gaming because he has 2 lightning strikes. It's very possible. He might also be the saltily good gaming us because it's an awful game for him. Who knows? Well, he didn't end step double lightning strikers, so... Oh, here we go. There's one. If he's got the second, that's fair enough. I still think we win on game 3. If you see how easy it was for us to control the board in these past 2 games. I mean, we lost this one, sure, but... There it is. Sure. Good on you, opponent. Good on you. Alright, game 3. Guess it was worth it, right? It was worth all of his effort. Right, let's see. Anything changed in this list? Was Fragmentize worth boarding in for the riddle forms? Still don't think it is. The Scry got him out of that, sure, but we drew like 17 lands in a row, so you were going to win through that, I think. Yeah, let's throw it back. See if our opponent can get the hasty hand off and see if we can get flooded out in our final hand. I think that's the way that we lose this one. If our hand's terrible and his hand's great, then we don't stand a chance. We are on the play. If our hand's terrible and his hand's great, then we don't stand a chance.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
This is how it happens. This is how it happens.
I've come to talk with
This is how it happens. Seriously. I can't wait until turn 4 to get a binding down, especially if he's running spell pierces. We're actually going to have to go down further. Oh, well, it was fun while it lasted. Our opponent wins now, because RNG. Hello. Soulscar Mage. Oh, Lava Runner. Same difference. Play land. Say go. I can't believe we're going to lose. It's a riddle form. We play a land. Let me guess we don't hit our 4th. It's part of Magic, sadly. Take 4. If we don't hit our land, we're as good as dead. See anything more out of him? I think he's wondering whether or not he wants to drop his Spell Pierce. Yep, we miss our 4th land drop. Good game. Get shocked. Can't believe this is how it's going to end. Yep. Lightning Strike. It's another 4 points. And that's game. When you can call how you're going to lose your 3rd game. It's just not even funny. Alright. Well, at least we came out even on this league. We absolutely deserve to win that game. Thanks, Jesus. RN Jesus. Get a Dream Stealer, sure. and a Fumigate, of which we were given 4 of, so I don't know why they're doing this. This is one of my gripes with the dusting system. They should not give you card rewards that are dust. It's not that hard for it to program not doing this. It's not hard at all. Well, that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. Sorry I ended on a bit of a downer on that one, but, you know, what can you do? If you did enjoy the deck series anyway, then be sure to like, subscribe, share it if you enjoyed it, and all that jazz, and I will see you all sometime later this week for a surprise video. Alright guys, see you soon.